Hey guys, this is Jenna from Hill Valley Farm, and we have another update for you. Miss Moondance gave birth to quads a week ago, so she was losing her ligaments the night before, I could tell, but she's she's a first freshener, and she's very, very, very close with Mayflower, and so I chose to just leave her in the stall with her mother, who is Mayflower, and she progressed overnight. I knew she was uncomfortable. I kept checking the monitor coming out, and finally, when my alarm went off at 6:30 to get the boys awake for school, she started her alarm and started yelling like she was pushing. So I came and ran out to the barn, and she was full-blown pushing. I got her in the kidding stall. Caden came down, and my dad did too. However, I already had the first one out, and Caden made it by the last two. I've never seen a doe have babies so quickly, and it was quiet and quick, and so she just kept spitting them out. So she had quads. The first one born is a blue-eyed, moon-spotted polled buckling who will be weathered because she is a first freshener. And the last three were finally does. And so let me turn this around so I can show you guys. So that is her extremely moon-spotted little buckling. The second one was that gray doe, and she is so pretty. The third one was the little doe over there, the frosted. She's very frosted. And the fourth one was this little bitty doe, and she is a little spitfire. She's adorable. So they are all doing very well, growing. I have been supplementing the ones that will take it, which really is the littlest, just because she's a first freshener and she has 4 kids on her, and that's not always ideal, and so she's doing really well with them. And they're running around acting crazy like they're supposed to. It took them a little bit to get their legs, but they finally got them. And it's just been so cold this past weekend, so I was contemplating letting them out today, but it snowed, and the snow is melting, and it's super wet, and I just really don't want these guys to get wet and cold just yet. See what I mean? How pretty she is. She's just beautiful. And I feel like she's got some moon spotting going on. So we named them. That one is Plies. In the last video, we talked about Lily's bucks, Hamilton, Schuster, Landsteiner, and that's Plies. So he's the 4th of the team member for curling. And that fun little girl is Olympic Spirit. The roan one is Venus, and this little one is Yabba Dabba Doe. So they are all super cute and just having fun. But she did really, really well. I was actually really concerned about Moondance, because she's just so utter sensitive. And it's just a struggle sometimes with first fresheners, getting them to learn how to be mothers. And she did okay. It was not easy, but she did okay. Hello. But as you can see, they're, like I said, running around and going crazy. But it's a good thing. Someone went to the bathroom over there. That would be Moondance. Oh, and then someone went to the bathroom there. I think that was little Plies. But I just wanted to show you guys them. And like I said, they were born last Monday, so it's a week ago, the 7th. And it's just, sorry, I'm kind of behind. It's just been crazy. Getting ready for the cold weather, disbudding, making sure everyone's doing well. It's definitely, we've got our hands full for sure. I've got to do some more disbudding this week. Elfwin is due this week. Tuscany is due this week. And of course, baseball has now started. So it's about to, if it wasn't interesting before, it's about to get real interesting. The buckling has apparently, wow, you took a dive. The buckling has apparently been sold. I'm still waiting on a deposit. I don't really like saying that until I got a deposit. But the doelings should be available. The littlest one, she's tiny, so we're just kind of watching her really closely. She's beautiful, but we're just watching her. I mean, it's not the first small doeling we've had. Iris and Ellie. She's not as small as Ellie was, so she's still bigger. But the gray doeling is really a large doeling. She's really doing great. Well, they're all doing great. I don't want to say the little one's not, because she's doing fine. But that gray one is just beautiful. So and they are, as far as I can tell, all polled. I think I would be feeling something by now. I thought the little roan one was going to have horns, that one, but I'm not sure. All of them seem to be polled. And the only brown-eyed one is little Yabba Dabba Doe. The rest of them are blue eyes. So they are just having fun. See, you can see how fast she is. Her tininess doesn't slow her down a bit. All right, so like I said, they should be available once they're weaned. And so if you're interested, let us know. We've got some does available, and we still have some bucklings available out of other pairings. So that's exciting. We will see you guys soon. Okay guys, so since I was on here last, it has been a little bit of a break, but the day that Moondance had her kids, Moondance had them early morning. Skye here, hello Skye, she's kind of an in-your-face doe, had two beautiful bucklings. Of course they were bucklings. There's one of them. He's just stunning, blue eyes and all. And if you notice, he's already been disbudded because, well, they were born and they look like they were both a month old when they were born. So there's the first one, and I do not know where her second one is. Oh, he's over here. Hello, Ollie. Yes, hello. And the grass is growing. And we are mowing, and it's kind of loud, but let's see if I can show him to you right here. There he is. He's got more black on his face. Hello, Woody. But that's him. So we call him Black Ice, and we call the other one Sky Storm. Neither will be registered. They're just going as Weathers. Just because she's a first freshener, and we're pretty picky as to who carries our herd name. They are stunning. They are beautiful. And it's nothing, only the fact that we want to make sure that Skye will get proven. I've lost her. I don't know where she is. Let's see. There she is at the hay feeder. Of course, it's hard to see because it's dark. But we just want to make sure she's going to be proven, milk production wise. She's got a really lovely udder. And again, I give a lot of our first fresheners grace. I don't expect her to get a milk star this year, but I would like to see how she does in the ring and on milk test and just see what we can do. Next to her here is Risky. Risky is the next one that's due. And so that is an update on Skye. She was really quiet about it. She was actually laying right about where little Sweet Pearl is, that little white doe. And pushing, back legs stuck out. I had been in here with Moondance and I was checking on her. And I'm so glad I did because, oh my. And so we pulled her into the kidding stall and she had those boys, and I mean, they were up and nursing within the first 30 minutes. And it was one of those really easy, fast things. And it was during the day. You know, we love those. We love those. So that is the update on Skye. So since I talked to you guys last, we had, let's see, we ended up getting about 7.5 to 8 inches of snow right after all that with Moondance and Skye. So we had this barn packed because we had all the moms and babies that had already went in the middle stall, not in the kid area, just because it seems to be the warmest stall in our entire barn. We had all the pregnant ones in another stall, and then we had some in here in our new kid area, which were Moondance, her kids, and Skye and her kids. And it was just a packed house because it was so cold. And here in East Tennessee, we are just not used to that. We're not used to, you know, the teens at all. And it's worrisome because it was like 66 degrees. And that night it dropped into the, you know, upper 20s. It snowed, all that. And then the next night it was like 9 degrees outside. And so it was just really cold. Not only that, it was extremely windy. So we had to cover some spots. I actually used feed bags and I cut them apart and used them and all that. But in the middle of all that, right after that was done, when Moondance's and Skye's kids hit a week old, obviously they got to go outside, but I started noticing Moondance was showing some interesting behavior towards a particular doeling of hers. And it wasn't a good thing. It was more like she wasn't allowing her to nurse. And so we ended up with this little sweetheart becoming a bottle kid because Moondance just rejected her a whole week after she was born. At first, I was really kind of afraid. I was worried because I thought, does this mean that there's something wrong with her? You know, but she had been super healthy the entire time. Like, I mean, Moondance had some small kids, but she was one of the really, really strong ones. And so, and I tried to supplement them, and the smallest one would always take the bottle, but she never did. And so, but it was that day, I was like, I'm going to try the bottle again, and she sucked it down. So that meant she was very hungry. And so this is Venus. Her registered name will be Hill Valley, I Am Your Venus. And Kaden actually named her Venus. She is really sleepy right now because she just had a bottle. But she is so pretty. She's actually buckskin, if you guys can see her, with a lot of roaning on her. And she's even got the dark moon spots on her. So she's beautiful. and she's blue-eyed. She is not polled. She's the only one of them that is not polled. And so, I don't know, maybe that was it. Maybe that's the reason. But for whatever reason, we don't mind because we just got to know her a little bit better. And she is the sweetest little girl. She is available to purchase. And I need to just bud her. I'm starting to feel her buds. Sometimes with the little does, it takes them a little while longer to start popping through. So we'll have to do that soon. Yes, we will. But she's growing. She's gaining weight really well now. And in all honesty, I mean, Moondance is a first freshener. I almost pulled 2 of them. Last year, Liberty had those quads, and she just, I mean, they gained weight, and she just fed them like the pro that she is, you know. But, you know, that's not always the case. And I know many, many fellow breeders who will pull 2 if they have quads, especially on first fresheners. And so I didn't. I chose not to, just to watch their weights and, you know, supplement if needed. And, you know, so it's not a horrible thing. So it's not like anything I'm holding against Moondance. So with that said, that's what happened with Miss Venus here. And that's why she's another Velcro goat. And I have been supplementing Karma's kids. They weren't gaining like I wanted them to. And with Karma, she just didn't go into milk, and because she was sick. And so I'm not counting that against her. We did have our first milk test of the year last year. And Gloria and Coco did phenomenal. She ended up doubling, a little bit more than doubling her highest score or her highest volume last year. That, my friends, is why I give a lot of grace to the first fresheners. You just don't know what a difference a second or third freshening can make in your doe. And it's not just that. It's not just the production. It's also the look and the size of that udder. It is completely different from what it was last year. I mean, I knew it looked good, but it is phenomenal this year. And so she did really well. Gloria did really well. And Karma did okay. But again, it's hard to expect a whole lot from Karma, you know. And I kind of go back and forth with, should I push her more? Should I try to give her supplements to make her volume increase? And I think I will, just to see if it helps. And then if it doesn't, I can just, you know, it's just one of those things. You dry them up and you try again next year. If you guys did not see that last video, you missed that Karma did not go into milk when she had her kids because she had pneumonia. And it was silent. We did not know it until the moment we didn't have milk, and we knew something was wrong. And so it took a couple doses of a couple different antibiotics and some steroids, but she's better now. She's gaining weight. She looks really good, and she's doing a lot. I mean, tons better, and her kids are growing. But I am supplementing them, not on a regular basis, just kind of like if I'm out in the barn and they're around and they come to me, I'll, you know, give them some milk. But it is daily. I do make sure they get extra daily. So that is it on Miss Venus here. She is a love bug. And so, like I said, again, she is available. We are really picky, though, about where she would go. I've actually never sold a bottle kid, and so I have criteria, and the criteria is this: you must have baby goats around the same age as her that she can be with and sleep with, you know, at night, and you know, preferably does. And you must have had a bottle baby before and successfully grown that kid out, because it is a commitment. It's not, I mean, it is fun and it is cute, but you know, it is a commitment. I mean, you have to do it. It's not like you can forget or you just can skip, because then it's not going to be a very healthy outcome for the little goat. The other thing is that you have the setup and you are familiar with the baby and goats and fencing and all that. And so that's just what, I have asked. And so I've had a couple inquiries, and you can look at our website, and the pricing is there on our for sale page and our policy page. Nothing changes. Just because she's a bottle kid doesn't make her any less or any more. But she does start at the base price because Moondance is not proven, because she's a first freshener, obviously. So she starts at the base price, and you can see that base price on our website. If you and the website is always in the link in the description below. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it. Thumbs up our video, and also comment below if you have any questions, or if you just want a nice comment. We always appreciate the comments. So we hope that you guys enjoyed it, have learned something, and we will see you guys very, very soon.